Alright, so we've learned about major chords, we've learned about minor chords and diminished chords, and it's finally time to learn about the last kind of chord, the augmented chord. And this one's kind of weird because it doesn't actually show up naturally within any scale. Let me show you why. All of our scales are made up of sets of half steps and whole steps. So you don't have to memorize this, but root, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. You can't go too far in a major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, before you run into a half step. But an augmented chord is built on entirely whole steps. So let me show you how we're going to build the augmented chord. We're going to go root and then plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know a lot of you, when we got to the diminished chord, already figured out, wait a second, if diminished is root plus 3, there's got to be a root plus 4. And there is. If we go up 4 half steps from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we land on root plus 4, which is root plus 2 whole steps plus 2 whole steps. And that's our augmented chord, and it sounds weird. It sounds weird like the diminished chord sounds weird, except the diminished chord, to me, it sounds like it wants to like collapse in on itself. So this always feels like it wants to go there. But the augmented chord, it sounds like I don't know where that wants to go. It doesn't want to collapse in or anything. It's kind of stable, actually. It's just really weird. So the diminished chord feels unstable to me, like it wants to collapse in. The diminished chord to me, it's just weird. So some places that you might want to use the augmented chord, since you're not going to be able to find the augmented chord in that same list that we used before. You got major chords, you got minor chords, you got diminished chords that show up in the scale. But these augmented chords, because they are built on whole steps, 2 whole steps, 2 whole steps, root plus 2 whole steps plus 2 whole steps, that's just not going to show up anywhere in a major scale. So you could use this one if you wanted to between any like 1 chord and a 4 chord. So like if we're going from a C chord to an F chord, which in the key of C is the 1 chord to the 4 chord. So we've got a C to an F. That is indeed the 1 to the 4 of the key. So a C chord to an F chord. You could go like, so that would kind of work as an augmented chord. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.